a startup. Startup every moment. And if you've seen the recent movie 12th Fail, how many of you have seen it? That's restart there, yeah? So they say restart, no matter what, how many times you fall down, restart. And that's another name for startup industry. Well, as we begin up, the panel today with our wonderful panelists, I must say, being here at the CTU University, at this podium, so much grace and pause. Every year when we walk into this university, it gives me goosebumps. Why? Because it's not just, giving the seeds of innovation, seeds of creativity to the glorious startup. It is inviting an ecosystem. MentorX is really proud to be with City University and, host the Big Fish Pool because we see a lot of industrialists coming over just to give back to society. I see such wonder people. Though you must be thinking it's man versus women here, but nothing like it. Nothing like it. There's gonna be something where they're contributing their best. I see people of education world, I see people from corporates, industries, the people who are carrying forward the legacy business, and the people who are in different verticals. Not just doing good in their own self, but contributing every now and then. And here, as we were sitting, with our respected, Chani sir and everyone, तो मैंने जो सीखा अभी lunch time पे बात करते हुए, it was really lovely. I would definitely, like to read it. Can anyone actually sponsor? Can you sponsor to listen it? Can you sponsor?
He's in conversation with someone.
To listen it? Sir, आपकी attention चाहिए. So I'll start the panel with something which I was discussing with sir in the lunch time. We talk about marketing gyan, we talk about entrepreneurs module. I myself, in MentorX with our beautiful team, conduct the entrepreneurships all around, the sessions, the workshops, the module. But I see someone sitting in front of me, and definitely I learned this from the roots. Belonging to a family, born and brought up in Delhi, purely entrepreneur, not just running schools and so on, but a family of body soaps in Delhi. So completely entrepreneur circle. But आज मैंने sir की बात सुनी, उन्होंने कहा कि let me just read. So they said, if you want to be big, keep marketing in the soul, keep marketing in your soul, HR in your heart, and keep finance in your brain. Then you are an entrepreneur. Can we have a round of applause for that? So this is some learning. अगर हम हमेशा याद रखें, that is how we know that business is not just busyness. Business is being productive and earning profit to change the word out. So let's just begin the panel. And today is really wonderful how to cultivate seeds of entrepreneurship. Though we are discussing what future holds of us. I see really worthy educationists here. So let me start with the elegant lady sitting right here, Mr. Free. She's been contributing a lot to the education system. I would love to hear upon, what is it? Some people say entrepreneurship should be started from formative years. Some people say that people learn and observe from the family only. What important to you as an educationist? How we should cultivate an entrepreneurship mind? Because to be an entrepreneur or not is another thing. But I feel we should always have an entrepreneurship mind. Wherever we sit, we know how to do network, how to make our network our net worth, and how to cash in to make our idea convert into action. Isn't it?
Thank you, Nancy. So I've been, very privileged to be in a place where I could bring children on a podium and teach them the real life skills. At the end of the day, whenever we are studying, working in our life, the ultimate goal is to earn money. It can be through different mediums. Unfortunately, schools don't foster that at all into the system. We tell them have good skills, be morally nice people, know your math well, know your English well, all of that. But we never tell them how to earn money and how to use the money the right way. So if I talk about entrepreneurship, I think at the school level, we need to start teaching the children about finances, about financial management, about skilling, about how to do public relations, how to market yourself. Why is sales so important? What do you do to show your product quality? And what do you do to show your own quality as a person? How important to be on the stage, be on the ease while you're on the stage. So when I'm talking about schooling in perspective, students in perspective, I think we all need to learn that yes, we need to train our children right from the beginning on small things that can help them foster, ahead. A quick example, I was just doing this activity with a couple of my students. I do a lot of coffee meets with my children. And I just told them, what is that one thing that you see the most often in your house? So they just went and they said, somebody said Colgate, somebody said toothbrush, somebody said tea, Tata tea, Taj Mahal. I said, okay, enlist that. So when they listed that, we told them the ones that they buy at least thrice a month. So they brought down the list. And then they know what stocks are, where to buy stocks, how to invest in the right company, which company's products on the time, which companies move around. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, I think it's bringing into the mind of the students right at a tender age what can be done right with investments and money. Thank you.
That's so wonderful. What she said upon, and what we should inculcate from the beginning. I believe it's so right because we really can't list upon. If we say, these are the Gen X skills, this is the 21st century skills, it keeps on evolving. So yes, to list a few, we can tell according to the present moment, but definitely to, have that entrepreneurship skills, we should have the qualities that she told upon. And it is very important and imperative, the way we eat, we drink, we study. People should know that these things are so important to practice day and night. So moving ahead, there are two wonderful panelists who have joined us. Welcome Manisha ma'am and Kavita ma'am. The profound example of education, edupreneur, and education, entrepreneur. Somehow I feel in today's world, there is no person who is doing just one job. They're everywhere, multitasking all around, and these are the people who are doing so. Moving ahead, I have really a person sitting next to me I completely adore with the entrepreneurship skills. I must say, as we heard from Mr. Preet, and definitely I practice this, not just teaching life skills, entrepreneurship skills. We keep on, it is window dressing, I'll say, we keep on changing the name, but ultimately we want the person to be resilient. We want the child to face challenges, to have that thinking mind that this idea is there. So what to do? To keep the idea with yourself or to discuss with some worthy one. To keep it, convert it into action. What is the timing? So, let me just talk about, your timings. How that, I'm not saying it's a startup story, it's a story to learn. You're carrying forward this legacy. There are very few who can cross borders with. You've been spreading it on, your king of masalas, spices, not just in Punjab, but all over, spreading India's vision everywhere. So, what is the time span you that growth on? What are the tips you want to give to our students?
So, when I was in college in second year, that time there was no word called startup. The startup तो अभी शुरू हुए ना few years back. So that time, my startup started with a brand name as A+. So, in second year, my professor asked me that who are the people in the class, the students in the class who are into business, their parents. There were four students stood, I think 5 students. One was from Bricklin, one was from the distribution of Hindustan Liver, one was, my parents were into food business, we are a wholesale grocery store, and one was having a petrol pump. So, when he asked me after that will you want to work with me, do you know the intellectual property? And uske baad, I read all the things about the intellectual property, and I started with a brand, and he holded my hand, and I registered that brand, and slowly, gradually, us time pe the things were very, very slow. There were no computers, and the things were not on computers basically. There was no corel draw. All the designings were on tracing paper, or there were offset printing was also very limited to it was just in the hands of big groups. So we started with that brand, and slowly, gradually, now we are India's biggest suppliers to Walmart.
Wow, so amazing. A round of applause, I must say, for the journey that we are witnessing here. Not just a startup, but a startup who's been there and then also, so rooted, so here to give back. It takes a time to be here. It takes
I
time.
started from 300 rupees and
Wow.
today it is 300 crores.
Wow. Now that's a journey. So it's all in mind, I feel. Yes, sir. How to start and how to begin across this journey. I must say, while we, not just, talking about the new, this side experience coming and this side of the skills, when we talk about the two, what really matters is how we deliver it, how time to time, because, I'd say the word is very competitive, but it is a dumping ground of ideas also. We admit or not, there's so much ideas. Our WhatsApp is full of all the gyan. So if we start downloading them all, so we are the entrepreneur and we get all these ideas. But the best is, are we just daydreaming or are we converting it over? Knowledge is just acquisition. There are two kinds of things: knowledge acquisition, knowledge applying. So I'm really applying this knowledge. So I've seen the wonderful woman sitting here, Manisha ma'am, who's applying each and every knowledge. Maybe she's learned there, and now also she's learning. No age bar at all. I've seen her doing well in all domains, be it entrepreneurs, be it acting, be it beauty pageants, rap shows, killing it all around. So so I must say that what is the zeal which comes from? Because maybe people call me as a peak performance mentor, business mentor, all these designations are given by the work we do. Actually, but trust me, this work takes us to places. Sometimes we never know. When she started, I don't know what she started with vision that I will be here, I will be here. She's all around. So what is that zeal? Intrinsic motivation aati kahan se hai?
Thank you, Nancy, for asking me this question. The zeal is within, and it is at a stage where you should do whatever you wanted to do. So you should, whatever dreams you had, which you have not been able to do so far. So at a particular stage in life, you come at a crossroad where you have to decide what exactly do you want. Do you want just the money, or do you want to do things which your childhood said you
Cherish. Wow.
So that is the time where you can actually, if your focus is right and you have goals, you can never go wrong. You will definitely go forward. And
So short interest from Beauty with Brains. I must say that this was really lovable. So once you have dream and once you have vision, you're all there. And want to be an example for your children, for all the generation out there, is something which is very, very wonderful. Moving ahead, I say all said and done. Every time there's so much competition. One thing is knowledge. How to conserve your mind at the end of the day and start using it to your benefit. That what next? Because I guess Kavita ma'am will nod upon a lot of experience right here. Because being an educationist, we see nurturing children all around. But children are so fast. I mean, we are teaching all around, in here, in schools in Ludhiana, Delhi, owning schools myself. What I've seen children is, they ask us, ma'am, industry expert we want to learn from you, but how do you want money? What's the quick way? It's an Insta word. Everybody wants an instant thing. So, instant, I don't know how far it's stayed, but I want to hear from you. It has been a journey that you've crossed over. I have personally vouched for it. And now you're helping so many people to go across the globe also and make their mark. So what is it? Do you feel that this particular lifespan at least people should give and wait for it to happen? Or it's just like this spur of moment, success is also like that?
Thank you for giving that question. कितनों ने ऑथेंटिक दाल माखनी खाई है?
Let's hear
दाल माखनी.
So there's
माखनी दाल.
hand raised there.
How many? At the back, students. सबने खाया है और कितनों ने क्विक फिक्स खाया है? सीटी लगाई, chalk लगाया and you're done. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? Let me hear the students. Is there a difference? Yes. That's सहज पके जो मीठा होए. So being fast, reaching to your goals, being able to earn money quickly is not bad at all. do you have the skills and the resources to reach as fast as you want? I would say, if you have the skills and the resources, go ahead. Go for a quick fix dal makhani. I have no objection. But if you do not have, you have to wait for the sun to rise.
In India or in Delhi,
At the point, you have to wait for the sun to rise at the time it will rise. Whatever push, anything you may do will not make it rise earlier. So do remember, if you have the resources, the talent and the skill, being fast is not a problem. Just be ready for the breaks.
Wow, now that's really amazing. So all your journey that you're speaking about, and thank you so much for these insights. I will say that every one of us is here on the table with so much experience, and they really want to, share their golden nuggets from their journey. And surely there's so many at the back here who are really learning with all this, attention span that I see. Being a lifelong learner is so important, and revamping yourself time and again is duly important. So surely, I would love to ask, ma'am, what are the, probably nuggets from your life you would love to give to startups from your experience, your journey?
Thank you for that question, Nancy. Well, the name of my company will answer that. So I have 20 years experience in HR, and in 2018 I just realized that I was running and making money, but I wasn't actually enjoying it the way an individual should. So I realized that it's very important to slow down as well. थोड़ा सा धीरे भी चलना जरूरी है. You need to slow down. जैसे मैम ने कहा, सहज पके तो मीठा लगे. तो आप हर चीज को enjoy करें. You are all human beings. You are not human doings. What we have started doing is, we have started relating ourselves with the moolah we are making. पैसा इतना है, तो ये इंसान इस लेवल पे है. गाड़ी ये चला रहा है, BMW है कि इनोवा है कि क्रेटा है कि मारुति है. That's how the parameters have changed for us. So I think it is very important for all of us to understand the importance of slowing down and enjoying your journey and bringing balance to your lives, especially to entrepreneurs. Because somewhere we are not using our powers, we are abusing them. You know what? Your success definition is yours. If we are considering Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg and blah blah blah, everybody a successful person, I'd ask the audience, was Mother Teresa successful? Yes, no. Did she drive a luxury car? Did she have a bungalow? No. So your success definition is yours. And my friends, I realized it when I reached 40 years. So if that is the question, I realized that I was just running, and I really need to be better and learn in life, the life skills that we are ignoring. So at 40, I started my own company, and now it's a 4 years old company called Be Better HR Solutions. That's an that's a software company, but we deal with soft heart, as sir said, HR in heart. So we are the heart center, and I'm here with the Punjab Angels Network.
Wonderful.
As the Chief Operating Officer.
So amazing. I must tell you, though, with the nuggets you told your age, you would look like 40. You told the plan that I started at. So amazing to hear that. I must say, it has been really a journey, and listening from here is wonderful. But let's listen from audience itself. Any question from the audience? How many of you want to be an entrepreneur? Wow, let's hear from sir. Sir, one question to the panel. I guess Dr. Jayagopal. Let's just have the question from the most experienced man here to you. Because sir, you given a lot of brains. So let us see what is.
नहीं मैडम ये है कि इन्होंने कहा लर्न बहुत जो कचरा हमने भरा है वो अनलर्न करना, क्योंकि अगर आप अनलर्न नहीं करेंगे और कुछ नहीं सीखना, जो हमने 3 साल के बाद जो कचरा भरा हुआ आज तक वो अनलर्न करना है, तब लर्न होगा, अदरवाइज नहीं होगा।
Wow. So how to unlearn, sir? Learning तो सबने सिखा दी, unlearn कैसे करना है?
वेरी ट्रू। जैसे हम सिंपल वे है हमारा, जैसे हम दिवाली के टाइम पे जैसे घरों की सफाई करते हैं,
I guess I've got a signal from there, so let's just have 2 minutes from sir. Yeah.
तो जैसे हम दिवाली के टाइम पे अपने घरों की सफाई करते हैं, हर कुछ अच्छा करते हैं, ऐसे हमें दिमाग की सफाई करनी है। तो सफाई कैसे होती है? बिकॉज जो हमने पास्ट में अपना भर के रखा हुआ है उसको हमने इग्नोर करना है। उसे हमें जैसे विंडो एक पास्ट की खोल के रखते हैं, उसको हमें क्लोज करना है। लुक फॉरवर्ड द फ्यूचर एंड द प्रेजेंट। जब तक हम प्रेजेंट को नहीं देखेंगे, फ्यूचर को नहीं देखेंगे, पास्ट के पीछे भागते रहेंगे, कोई फायदा नहीं मिलने वाला। जिंदगी के अंदर हम लोग ब्लॉक हो जाएंगे।
So learn from past, just take the learning.
Yes, yes, you take the good point from past and go ahead. जो हो gaya वो ठीक है।
So there's a recycle bin, sir. Life में भी ले आए.
Yes, yes, very good, very good.
That is life
Very
is so
good.
easy. And I feel like undo का button भी होता है. So let's hope for the best, and I believe wonderful, sir, wonderful. Wonderful. So that's from Dr. Rishi Raj, I guess our last panelist who's yet to speak. Please, sir, question from you.
Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. V.P. Sethi, head of the department from Mechanical Engineering, PAU Ludhiana, and my wife is their principal, Atom Public School and BPM.
Wonderful.
We are here on the invitation of Mr. Manish Jindal. I was listening very keenly about all the things that we are, the world is running after money. Okay, so that's the principle of life. And what I feel is, as you said, that Sahaj Patel se likha hoye, we have to slow down. So, as you have started your own company, what do you see yourself 5 years or 10 years from now down the line? So, he has 300 crores of turnover, and everybody is having. What are your expectations?
That is so nice, sir, that you have asked upon. And I must tell you something. Me and Dr. Jindal being co-founders of MentorX, huge regard to BBM, which is already done. जो आपने पूछा है, this panel is the last and covering all the holistic aspects ever to give the gyan of life. So yeah, I guess we can pass this question to them. और wonderful. आप आंसर करना चाहेंगे, sir? It has been a lovely. आप आंसर करना चाहेंगे जो सर ने पूछा? Wonderful. So, Dr. Raj. Yeah, please. Let's just
सर मैंने ये कहा था सहज पटेल तो मीठा हुए, पर मैंने ये भी साथ साथ कहा था कि अगर आपके पास एनर्जी, रिसोर्स और स्किल सेट है तो गो अहेड, लेकिन अगर नहीं है तो फिर आपको वक्त लगाना ही पड़ेगा to reach at the final.
So let's have the wonderful conclusion here and a round of applause for the great panel out here. What man said is actually the thumb rule, but side by side I guess innovate or evaporate. कितना भी कर लो, unless and until we are innovating every moment. आप 40 साल से 20 साल से या कल business start करें, अगर आप innovate नहीं कर रहे, you are slowly evaporating yourself. So let's keep attending these conferences in the wonderful city university and actually broaden our mindset. Let's contribute to the panel as we are doing today, and let's give back to society however we can. Thank you for being such a wonderful.
I would just like to add one thing, Nancy. Sir's question was very particular. He wanted to know that as an entrepreneur, do we look at the journey ahead? And I would like to just contribute a bit here. Any entrepreneur, if he's unable to make profits at the end of the day, will die down because a lot goes out of his pocket. I'm an entrepreneur in the field of education, so I call myself an entrepreneur. But for me, money is going to be one factor, but the other factor that I look forward to is impacting lives of at least 10,000 students at the the end of 2028, and that's much more important to me for the kind of profit that I will generate, because I know I'm a very low fee structured person. I don't want those profits coming in. But yes, sustainability will always remain the key
So
for any
amazing.
entrepreneur.
And you know what, sir, आपने जो आज सीन डाला है, क्वेश्चन का वो ये डाला है that we keep on running in a rat race. Let's pause and think, what is the end? When we start, when we have an end in mind, पिक्चर तो चलती रहेगी, but end करो तो ही डायरेक्टर अच्छा होता है. Thank you so much. Let's come for a group picture.
According to me, money is a byproduct. When we work towards the passion, then you automatically get money. Money is not there.
एंटरप्रेन्योर की बात करते हैं, वर्ल्ड वाइड असेसमेंट हुई है कि 90% बिजनेसेस जो फेल हो रहे हैं, मालूम है? हाँ, 100 से 90% बिजनेस जो फेल हो रहे हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए आपके पास अगर 10 लाख रुपए है, तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि 9 बार में फेल हो गए, 6 बार फेल हो गए, तो वो जो 6 बार फेल होंगे तो 6 लाख रुपया जाएगा और आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा। तो वो जो आपने अगर 10 लाख एक ही जगह लगा दिए जल्दी अमीर बनने के लिए, या मतलब ओवरनाइट अमीर बनने के लिए शॉर्टकट रास्ते, तो फिर आपको दोबारा से एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने का कोई चांस नहीं मिलेगा। इसलिए अपने पैसे को 10 बार बांटिए और 10 चांसेस दिखाइए, फिर फेल हो जाए तो एक ही 10 में से एक होगा।